Heart to Heart, a Catholic media ministry, presents Ornaments of Grace, stories for Advent and Christmas. Today's Ornament of Grace for Wednesday of the first week of Advent is Jack Jezreel. From the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 32. Jesus summoned his disciples and said, "My heart is moved with pity for the crowd, for they have been with me now for 3 days and have nothing to eat. I do not want to send them away hungry, for fear they may collapse on the way." In the New Testament, we often see Jesus working miracles due to his infinite compassion for others. In today's Gospel, we see that Jesus, after healing people with every kind of illness and teaching them for 3 days, could not send them home hungry. He asked the disciples about feeding them, but their faith was weak. They told Jesus they had no idea how to get enough food for the 4,000. This was shortly after they had witnessed Jesus feeding 5,000 with loaves and fish. How quickly we all forget. At Jesus' insistence, though, they found 7 loaves and a few fish from generous people in the crowd. And we know plenty was left over at day's end. Jack Jezreel is a man of faith and compassion, a true disciple of Jesus today, who would not send anyone away hungry for the Word of God, or anything else if he can help it. The Lord has multiplied the loaves and fish Jack and those he has inspired have offered. Jack holds a Master in Divinity from the University of Notre Dame, teaches as Jesus did, and lives simply. He founded Just Faith Ministries. Through his ministry, Jack connects with people of different faiths, often in small groups, and invites them to study the Gospels with a view to contemporary social issues. As faith-filled people connect, they encourage one another, and good things happen. He promotes a simple lifestyle and an understanding of current issues in light of the Gospels. Many who experience Jack's programs are moved to practice justice in their local and wider communities. Jack says, quote, "The Christian call to voluntary simplicity, something I was introduced to over 30 years ago as a young member of a Catholic worker community, should be understood as one of the colors in the rainbow of human integrity. That is, voluntary simplicity is one of the many commitments that comprise a full-hearted response to the good news, that we are all connected to God and to one another. A commitment to voluntary simplicity comes naturally with a larger commitment of compassion. If we love our brothers and sisters and hold the lives of all as precious, then how the world's resources are shared presses upon us the responsibility to live with little." Close quote. Jack Jezreel is willing to give his few loaves and fish in trust to Jesus, who continues to multiply them to nourish many today who follow him in faith. Jack Jezreel is our 4th ornament of grace. Observing the beautiful ornaments. What can you offer to Jesus in such a way that it can be shared with others? Is there any way you can simplify your life so that others may have essentials? The Ornaments of Grace were written by Nina O'Connor, read by Father Michael Sparrow, S.J., with post-production work by Nathaniel Stubblefield. These recordings are copyrighted 2020 by Heart to Heart Incorporated. Be sure to visit our website for more inspirational resources at www.htoh.us.